Hi everybody. So a question that we're often asked is my old alarm system suitable for a smart alarm conversion board? And alongside this there are some additional questions like, why should I retain my existing wired system and not just replace it? I don't have a working alarm. How do I convert the existing one if it's not fully working? And so on and so forth. So really this video is about explaining how easy it is to use this smart alarm conversion system rather than replacing your existing system. So one thing to mention is that your existing system is probably professionally installed either by the builder who built your property or a professional alarm installer, and it probably cost a significant amount of money to install. This will include having fully wired all the existing sensors into your walls and your ceiling, and it's a professionally installed system with sensors and tamper wires, etc. So your fully installed system is already a significant asset that you don't want to dispose of without thinking carefully about it. The benefit of the smart alarm conversion system is that instead of ripping out the existing system and replacing it with something that's wireless and perhaps a lot cheaper and potentially less reliable, you're just really bolting on a communicator that links in with the Wi-Fi system. So you're using a lot of the existing infrastructure. So the bits of the infrastructure that you retain are the wiring, the wired sensors, and particularly the power source from within the control panel. So your existing alarm control panel will provide a nice steady supply of 12 volt electricity DC, and that's regardless of whether you have mains or battery in the event of a power cut. So that steady source of DC is really worth using. So that's the only real bit of the existing system that you continue to use from the circuit board of your existing alarm system. The smart alarm conversion board will provide all the logic and the alarm triggering, etc. So one thing people have asked is, which system will the smart alarm conversion board work with? It will work with all UK alarm systems, and also with all the known bell or alarm siren sounders. So it's pretty much a universal system. The only thing it needs is 12 volts input and Wi-Fi to connect to. So one question that people ask is about an alarm board that may be dead, or an existing alarm system that's not showing any signs of life, hasn't been used in a long time. So really one of the key things is to get the 12 volt supply from the existing system. That's the key thing you need. Often what's happened is, on a board that's dead, the fuses, which you can see on this picture here, for example, with the on the left hand side and in the middle of the board and the right hand side of the board, sometimes those fuses are blown, and that stops the DC power from flowing through. So typically speaking, if you check your fuses both on the input side and the output side, and you can buy these fuses pretty cheaply on eBay for a couple of quid or something. If you replace the fuses, typically speaking, your board will spark up, and it doesn't matter if you don't have your existing alarm codes or anything like that, because you're gonna disconnect all that functionality, and the new smart alarm conversion board becomes the brain for handling the logic behind the sensors and the status and triggering the alarm system. So all you need to do is get the system in a state where you're getting a steady 12 volt output. The one thing it's worth doing is checking the state of your battery. So if your battery isn't giving 12 volt output, It's not going to work in a power cut, so you're going to have only a partially operational system, which doesn't work in the event of power loss, and your siren's going to activate when the power cut occurs. So one way you can tell this is if you switch off the power before opening the panel, there should still be some lights on when you open the panel if the battery's still working. So the battery provides backup power, and it's worth keeping that in good condition. So in summary then, you should really retain your existing sensors. You've got some good infrastructure to work with, and use the 12 volt healthy supply from your existing system, but we'll replace all the existing logic and circuitry with the new smart alarm conversion board. Another question sometimes asked is, can the smart alarm conversion board be installed as a fresh installation with its own power supply? That's certainly possible, as long as you can find a way to provide 12 volts in. So there are devices available that will provide both mains to 12 volts conversion and a battery backup in the event of a power failure. So those are available on Amazon or eBay, AliExpress, etc. So it's just a question of providing a healthy power supply into the unit, and yes, it's certainly possible to power that separately as a fresh installation using the existing wired sensors. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe if you like. Thank you.